Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for this MIAA volleyball matchup between Hope College Flying Dutch and the St. Mary's Bells. It's homecoming weekend here at Hope, and it's also senior day for the volleyball team, honoring 5 seniors and 1 student assistant. And joined alongside Eric Van Swol here. Eric, thanks for joining me on the broadcast today.
Hey, no problem, Blaine. Great to be here with you as always. Beautiful day. Actually, it's raining outside, so there's no place better to be than in DeVos Fieldhouse to watch Hope take on St. Mary's. This season, St. Mary's is 12-10 overall and 5-6 in conference play, while Hope is 19-5 overall and 10-2 in conference play. And they have moved up 3 spots in the rankings this last week, so they're up to number 10 nationally now.
Yeah, Hope cracking the top 10, and earlier today, our floor reporter Taylor Jones caught up for an interview with Lauren Hayskamp, and we'll send you guys over to check that out.
Weaknesses. What do you guys plan on doing to come out with another win?
Same game plan we always have. Come out, work hard from the very beginning. We know how essential serving and serve receiving is going to be tonight. We just have to play our game, and hopefully we'll come out with another victory.
And it's senior night, it's homecoming. What special feelings are you feeling tonight?
You know, a little emotional. It's kind of weird being the senior. I don't know. I guess I didn't really expect to feel this way, but I'm excited. I'm ready to roll with my team, and I'm ready to keep leading them.
Awesome. Good luck to you, Lauren. Back to you, Blaine and Eric.
Are you guys... Nice piece. Thank you, Taylor, for that. And right now, it looks like we're getting our senior recognition ceremony underway, taking the floor here. First up, we've got our 1 student assistant, Tom Doherty, out there. He's been on the squad his whole time here at Hope, and a lot of significant offerings. And as we mentioned, 5 other seniors as well this year.
Always seeks the opportunity to help them reach their best. With her strong character and commitment, Callie will be a blessing to anyone she serves in her future career as a social worker. She is joined today by her parents, Big Al and Lori Kostrava.
Callie is one of the most positive person to walk on this earth. Her optimistic outlook on life is one that we should all strive to have. Her adventurous spirit and hardworking attitude brings so much to this team and program. Callie does whatever is needed of her, and she never complains. Her goofy personality brings this team together. We will miss you, Callie, and Tucker, too.
Your next student athlete, senior Jane Kessel. Senior co-captain Jane Kessel has been a student athlete who has helped our program understand what it means to excel in every aspect of the college experience. Through hard work and mental toughness, Jane has dug nearly 500 balls in her career. She was also named the Elite 89 award winner for being the student athlete with the highest GPA at the NCAA championships twice. This level of excellence would be enough, but she also has shown love towards her teammates by leading them in team Bible study. Jane will graduate in the spring with a chemistry major and plans to attend dental school in the fall. She is accompanied tonight by her parents, Jim and Cindy Kessel.
Jane has an obvious presence on the court with her performance and energy. She's an inspiration for all of us on the team as she invests herself into her academics and volleyball at such a high level while still bringing her lighthearted and fun personality. We can't thank you enough for your contribution to making Hope College volleyball traditions last, attention to detail, and for always being there for us. We love you, Jane.
Your third student athlete, senior Allie Mitchell. Allie is known around the league and the country as a consistent passer and excellent digger. But in our program, she is best known for her sense of joy and unbridled enthusiasm for the game. The 2014 MIAA Defensive Player of the Year, Allie has over 1,400 career digs, a number that has climbed every year of her career. Her uncanny ability to read opponent hitters has made her one of the most effective defensive players in our history. After graduation, Allie plans to pursue a career in nursing, and she is joined today by her parents, Bob and Kathy Mitchell.
If you don't know Allie for her amazing defensive skill or different colored jersey, you might be able to recognize her from her dance moves or for her mermaid hair. Other than being a tremendous yoga instructor, she also has been a strong defensive player for this team for her entire career at Hope. We know that her fun-loving personality will take her far in life and contribute to her success as a nurse. Allie has done great things in her volleyball career and will continue to do greater things in the future. We love you, Al.
Our next student-athlete senior, Jamie Rogowski. Jamie has a joy and love of volleyball that is easily identified by anyone that has seen Hope compete. She is a selfless leader, a trusted teammate, and has been willing to serve in every capacity that we have asked of her. She gets more excited when a teammate gets a kill than when she serves an ace, and we will miss seeing that enthusiasm tremendously. A psychology and sociology double major, Jamie will be applying to graduate programs in athletic administration or seek an internship with the NCAA. She's accompanied by her parents today, Joe and Linda Rogowski.
All right, Jamie Rogowski, my favorite moment of you was from last year. It's a picture, and it's of all of us cheering and getting so excited about this point, and it's like everyone's really happy, and then it's like Jamie, like 3 feet above everyone else with a stuffed animal beaver in her hand, which is a little inside joke, but this picture epitomizes what Jamie is to our team, and that is the most profound teammate and the definition of servant leadership. Your enthusiasm and your love for this program and this sport is an example that all of us should learn from, and we're so blessed to have you on our team, and we're going to miss you so much. Good luck in your future endeavors.
Your final senior student athlete, Lauren Hayskamp. Lauren has set the standard in Hope volleyball for competitiveness, drive, and determination. One of the best defensive setters in the country, she has over 3,500 assists in her career and 1,000 digs. She has been named first team All-MIAA on 2 occasions and is an AVCA All-American. As a leader, she has never ceased to expect the best from herself, her teammates, or her coaches. She will be pursuing a doctorate of physical therapy degree in the fall and is accompanied today by her parents, Dave and Julie Hayskamp.
Lauren has brought so much to the Hope Volleyball program, and we have been so lucky to be able to play and learn alongside of her. Her talent is obvious to those who watch her, but it is her humble personality and leadership that helps make this program so special. Thank you, Lauren, for pushing us to always be at our best. We love you and know that you are going to do great things.
Thank you, Tom, Callie, Jane, Allie, Jamie, and Lauren for everything you've contributed to this program's team success. We wish you all the very best. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we announce our starting lineups, we ask that you please remove your hats and join us as we stand to honor our country and everyone defending it with the playing of our national anthem. the players and lineups for today's match. First, playing for the visiting Bells. Number 1, Paige Schur. Number 3, Katie Sosnowski. Number 5, Angela Bucher. Number 7, Grace Barrett. Number 9, Emily Peppers. Number 12, Morgan Klein. Number 14, Rachel Bonek. And now, starting for the Bells, a 5'8" sophomore from Monroe, Michigan, number 2, Mackenzie Todd. A 5'5" junior from Monroe, number 4, Claire McMillan. A 5'7" senior from South Bend, Indiana, number 6, Katie Heklinski. A 5'10" sophomore from Mattoon, Illinois, number 10, Leah Buck. A 5'9" junior from Corrales, New Mexico, number 11, Alexis Grady. A 5'11" junior from Dallas, Texas, number 13, Megan Gibbons. And a 6'1" junior from Chicago, number 15, Colleen Kilgallen. St. Mary's coached by head coach Denise Van de Walle, assisted by Linda Martin and Ken Davis. And now for your Hope College Flying Dutch. Number 3, Sophia Hackett. Number 4, Mallory Luke. Number 7, Paige Baker. Number 8, Alexis Thompson. Number 9, Sarah Feldposh. Number 11, Katie Rietberg. Number 13, Haley Moeller. Number 17, Leah Dunlap. And number 18, Emma Dumais. And now, starting for your Flying Dutch, a 5'7" senior from Grand Rapids, number 2, Allie Mitchell. A 5'6" senior from Byron Center, number 5, Jane Kessel. A 5'10" freshman from Freeport, number 6, Vanessa Reinhout. A 5'7" senior from Munster, Indiana, number 10, Jamie Rogowski. A 5'7" senior from Traverse City, number 14, Callie Kostrava. And a 6'2" junior from Traverse City, number 16, Courtney Van Housen. Your Flying Dutch are coached by head coach Becky Schmidt. She's assisted by Gene Kagris, Sarah Smothers, Tom Doherty, and Travis Wallace. Your officials today are Trent Smiley, Mark Howells, Nathan Vandermeer, and Allison Karabuda.
Always a special moment to see those seniors getting recognized on senior day. 5 seniors that have all been a big part of building this program up to where it is. Defending national champions doesn't happen with a dedicated group of seniors helping lead the way. And we're just about ready to get underway watching volleyball here. Nothing else to do. We've got the national anthem, announce the starting lineup, so we're ready to play here. Both teams taking the court.
Yeah, and you heard the 5 Impact seniors on Hope's roster already and the backstory behind them, but an insight into the Bells volleyball team. Number 6, Katie Heklinski, is an outside hitter at 5'7" out of South Bend, Indiana, is the mainstay on this St. Mary's team. She is leading the team with over 300 kills, 313 to be exact, and the second closest to that is 195, and that is Megan Gibbons.
Yeah, obviously got to look out for Heklinski. She's going to be that big hitter, one coming up with the points, and the Dutch are going to have to shut them down. And they've been able to do that recently. This is the 38th matchup in their history. And guess what? Hope leads the series all time, 36-1. They've won the last 23 meetings. So real David and Goliath story here. Let's see if the Bells can get things started as they'll serve to begin the match.
And then it looks like that's number 4, Claire McMillan, with the first serve of the match.
McMillan served to the middle, bumped up outside. Kostrawa with a chance. That one's kept alive by the Bells. One more time in the middle. This one's tipped and kept alive outside again, and that's blocked out. So that point goes to the senior, Callie Kostrawa, right there. Good to see the senior getting some action right away. Love the starting lineup on the court today.
Yeah, on senior day, especially when you got 5 seniors, it's really nice of the coach to put in all 5 of them to start the game.
Senior Jane Kessel subbing out of the game. Feldposh into the game. Kostrawa back to serve now. Her first serve dropping in, handled with no problem. Now outside, there's Heklinski right off the bat. A lot of power behind that stroke. At the front of the net, Hayescamp is denied, evening up the score 1-1 due the Bells.
And as we mentioned at the start of the match, it started with Heklinski on that one. That was a tough dig and ended up near the net, and the Bells were able to put it down.
Now Heklinski with the chance back on the serve. The jump serve, she's going to drop this one right into the middle. Dug out with no problem by Kostrawa. Now this one tipped at the net, barely made it over. Van Housen on that one. Klinski from the back now. She's going to send that one long. Great court awareness in the back row by a couple of seniors in Mitchell and Kostrawa.
Clearly the team in blue is trying to get Heklinski the ball as much as they possibly can, as she's already taken a few swings 3 points into this match.
Now Van Housen back on the serve. Nice serve, dug out in the back row. Outside now, that one's blocked at the net. Colleen Kilgallen was denied. Now this one tipped over. Nothing doing, right out at the net with a nice block. This one's just going to be sent long, kept alive by Rogalski. Now over in the middle. Nice strike from that distance by Van Housen. Now a chance on the outside. That one's tipped, kept alive by the Dutch. Outside now, Feldposh with a chance, and her tip almost looked like it wasn't going to make it over the net. Up to make the play, Kilgallen was there to punch it away. And 2-2, even up the score once again. Bells are answering. Now back to the serve once again.
You could almost say the Bells are answering the bell that has come.
Mackenzie Todd now to serve. Sophomore libero.
And that play went the St. Mary's way because of some bad passing out the back by Hope.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen them give some points to other teams so far this year and play good teams like Calvin. You just can't come back and win those matches. See if they can keep things from getting away from them today as they come up with a point to take the 3-2 lead off the tip there. Feldposh on the left side.
She's been a volume hitter all season, and I don't think that's about to change. But she did get that one down, and it was nice.
Hayescamp with the serve. That one's stuck, and nice dig there by Mitchell, setting up Feldposh on the outside. That one's just going to drop right in. Nobody there off the tip for the Bells.
They had a nice wall set up there, and they got the block that they wanted. It popped up into the air, but nobody back to make the play.
Yeah, fortuitous bounce there for the Dutch, now with a 4-2 lead. Hayescamp back to serve once again. This one's a good one to the back row. Up front, killed but long. Great try there. Leah Buck tried sending it back into the corner, just a bit too much on it.
That's tough sometimes. That's a mistake you can't make against the number 10 team in the nation if you want to try to pull the upset.
Hayescamp serve once again, just over the top of the net. Outside now, strike with the right hand, double block at the net. Reinhout is right up there as well as Muller. No chance on that one. Great wall formed along the right side of the defense there.
The great wall of Voss Fieldhouse right there.
6-2 now the lead for the Dutch. Hayescamp serve. This one looks like it might be wide. Going to be returned. Buck just sends that one over. Feldposh now on the left side. She's blocked at the net, but able to come up with a nice save. And Muller's just going to tip it up front, and a little miscommunication there. Buck and Gibbons both kind of looking at each other like I thought you had that one. Drops in 7-2 now the lead. This thing's starting to slip away for the Bells.
They call that a little husband and wifing, and put it right in there and got lucky on that one.
Set up close to the net. Blocked again, but that one is out. A great effort again from Reinhout and Muller. But this time, the Bells to come up with the point.
They're trying to get a little momentum back, down 4 already early in this set.
Yeah, Buck as well as Gibbons getting some action up in the front and the left side.
Alexis Grady with that serve.
Muller sends this one long. This one's coming towards us. I had a better chance of returning that one. And then St. Mary's did. Point to the Bells. 7-4 the lead, still for the Dutch.
We've been off the court for a while, but I thought one of us was going to have to make that play.
Yeah, absolutely. Serve there. Not kept alive. Misplayed. Alexis Grady coming up with the ace right there.
the normally sure-handed Allie Mitchell making a play you don't normally see her make.
And especially on senior day, I'm sure she wasn't too happy, but she'll shake that one off. We've seen the ability of the Dutch throughout the seasons here to bounce back after mistakes like that.
She probably already forgot about it.
Set up wide, Feldposh. That one's tipped up, but we got the bells going into the net here. And point to the Dutch.
And senior Jane Kessel is back into the game to serve now. It seems like every game we've seen so far, they're just trying to find their rhythm.
That first serve right there, just as you say that, going out long by Kessel. Seniors on senior day, not making the senior play right now. We'll see what kind of adjustments they hope to make.
Hopefully they make some good ones.
Gibbons back to serve. This one's going to be close. Mitchell keeps it alive. A little miscommunication. Kostrava able to get it up. Reinhout sends it over. Now going out wide for Heklinski, who sends it down, and that one's dug out in the back row by Kessel. Now Kostrava again. That one's tipped. Point going to the Dutch. 9-6 lead now.
I think either way that was going to be a Dutch point. They called into the net, but Kostrava did get the kill down.
It's a couple times now for the Bells. They've really got to look out for that along the right side.
It's tough, you know.
Mitchell's serve is a beauty. Drops in. That's going to be an ace. Got a lot of topspin on that one and just got underneath Todd there. She tried to dig it out from the middle of the back row, and it just dropped right in. Fantastic serve there from Mitchell.
Yeah, that's just a gorgeous serve. Nothing you can do about it.
Now Mitchell once again. This one not as nice as far as topspin goes. Outside now. Left-handed strike is dug out there. Got another tip. That point's going to the Dutch. Rachel Bonnick thought she had a kill there. A nice left-handed strike, dug out well by the Dutch. We now have an 11-6 lead.
Allie Mitchell showing what she can do from behind the service stripe.
Nice one again, dropped in. Almost another ace, kept alive. Just barely Bonnick. That one's tipped up into the air by the wall up front. Now a chance out wide for Muller, who's going to go with the tip. And nice recovery there by the Bells. It was a good play. And that one just missed hit by Van Housen. She had a tough angle coming in. Didn't quite reach the ball at the right moment.
Yep, that was difficult. Ever since that tip where they pushed it back over the net, it was the Dutch were scrambling. Angela Bucher with that serve.
Kostrava out wide again. Now in the middle, this one's just going to be tipped long, and that one's out.
And I think that was a good play by Jane Kessel. She was going for it, and she realized it was going to be long and let it go right at the end.
Yeah, you know, even when that's close, such a tough play. Good job there to let that one go. 12-7 now the lead for the Dutch.
Especially with the balance she had on that, you might as well let it go and hope it lands out. Another nice serve.
Kept alive here by the Dutch. Set up Kostrava. They're trying to get her as many chances as possible on senior day. Now wide again, the lefty. Bonnick sends that one out wide. Nice court awareness once again by the Dutch, and that's going to force a St. Mary's timeout. Coach Vandewally not liking what she sees. 13-7 the lead here. Going into our first timeout in the first set here. We talk about how important this first set is as far as momentum and just mathematical value. Obviously, you win one, you only got to win 2 out of 4 instead of 3 out of 4. And a good team like Hope, if you're St. Mary's, it's tough to lose that first set. It just really doesn't look good for the squad.
Yeah, it's very difficult to have to win 3 out of 4 as opposed to 3 out of 5. Obviously, it just gets harder the more you go down. And being down 6, Coach Vandewally realizes that she's going to have to come up with something special to come back in this set.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of adjustments they draw up. Got the team huddled up, having a chat with them, as opposed to the other side, where Coach Schmidt often lets her players handle their own issues. Now, end of the timeout, she does step in, make her point.
I like that strategy because it allows the players to talk to people who also play their position, and everyone can get on the same page as a position group before then coming together to talk about an overall strategy.
Yeah, and it's a testament to the player leadership you see, and a lot of that's as we talk about it on senior night. You see them stepping up right there. Some very real situations, getting the rest of their team ready to go.
We've mentioned the cornerstones on this team, and we've seen them for the last 4 years, really. They are playoff and battle-tested.
Once again, another error by a senior, Jamie Rogalski, this time on the serve. We've seen a few service errors now already for the Dutch. Still 13-8 lead.
And that's kind of been the theme of the season. It's just like They just can't quite put teams away when they should in the first set. They just make too many errors, or more errors than we're used to seeing out of them.
Van Housen over, but that one's kept alive. Now wide, blocked up front, and that'll be a point. What a great blocking wall there. Van Housen and Kostrava out there. And so far, that's been the bright side of this first set, besides obviously the lead they've built. Those walls have been finely built and come up with some big blocks so far.
Yeah, brick and mortar walls, and they are holding steady.
Kostrava serve, return to the middle, and that one's going to be knocked down. Point for Colleen Kilgallen and the Bells. That time the wall up front. I couldn't quite bat it back down.
Well, it's tough when the wall was only Courtney Van Housen. She did her best, but just ended up blocking it out of bounds.
Nice serve there from Heklinski, and the Dutch struggling to get it over. A little frustration from Van Housen. Second time she's made an error there trying to come up with a kill. Heklinski now back to serve once again.
Well, I think it's not entirely her fault as well. The passing has been faulty as she's been going up, and so I don't know if she's frustrated between both. And here's some more bad passing from the Dutch.
But able to come up with a point, and that time it's just Feldposh fine in the back corner and dropping it in. And right now with a 5-point lead, and you're seeing Hope not playing their best volleyball right now. I don't think Coach Schmidt would disagree with that. Just goes to show you the kind of talent they have and the uphill battle that St. Mary's has. Down by 5 even with those mistakes.
Down by 6 now after another into the net call, but that one was unavoidable as a bad pass went into the net. But, yeah, just to agree with your point, they are not playing their best volleyball, and they're up 6 points, and I think Coach is just going to let them play through this.
Van Housen's serve return, sent to the middle, and she digs it out after Kilgallen tried sending it over. This one to the middle. Nobody's had a quality strike yet. This time, right into the candy cane, point to the Dutch. 17-10 now the lead. So they're slowly starting to build on it.
Yeah, that's tough when you hit it into the foul pole like that.
Which, contrary to baseball, is not a good thing. This time blocked, used, sent out wide. And a nice angle there formed by Gibbons. And 17-11 cutting into that Dutch lead a little bit here. They're going to need a massive swing of momentum here if they hope to try and come back and take this first set. Serve over now by Todd. Hayskamp set all the way across. Feldposh, nice strike. That one's just long, though. Point going to the Bells. Everything was set up perfectly. Just didn't quite get on top of that one well enough.
She hit that one with all she had, and that was a laser beam, but just wide.
Yeah, I don't imagine anybody from St. Mary's was keeping that one alive. Intelligently let it go as it was long. That serve tips off the top of the net. Another ace for the Bells. This time, on a fortuitous bounce, Mackenzie Todd's serve just hangs on the top of the net for a sec. No chance for the Dutch to return.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Now she'll serve again.
If you can do that serve every time, you know, it's beneficial. But.
Absolutely. Mitchell, nice job to keep that alive. Hayskamp going with a sneaky set over the back, but a nice job and great awareness over there by the Bells. They come up with the point. Megan Gibbons was waiting on that back set that Hayskamp tried sending over the point. I've seen her do that so many times over her career, and she's the master of it. Don't look now. The Bells back into this set, only down 3, 17-14.
Yeah, Todd igniting a little bit of a run, and now it's 17-15 after that.
You know, you talked about it earlier, Eric, this team's inability to put teams away in the first set. Hasn't hurt them with the talent they have, but when they play good teams, like we saw with Calvin, they were up late in the set, gave it up, and ended up being swept. If they're going to try and make a run in the MIAA and NCAA tournament, they really need to improve their play and cut a lot of those errors out of their first sets. Now wide Gibbons, kept alive. Rogalski sends it right back over the net, back over again, giving Hope a chance to set one up right to the middle. Ryan out. That one's kept alive up to the net. This one's going to have to go over for St. Mary's. Rogalski to the middle. And now a long set try. Nice job there by McMillan to keep it alive out wide again. Gibbons, that one's blocked at the net. Back and forth play here. We've got a volley. Heklicki to the middle. Hayskamp, you could tell she was going to try and send that one over. Kostrava, great job to keep it alive. Everybody's chasing. They're not going to get this one over. 3 hits. What a rally right there. All of a sudden, St. Mary's within 1. Wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout anytime soon from Coach Schmidt. And he's just going to see how our team can stick this one out.
Easily the best rally of the match so far. Lots of blocks, lots of attempted kills, and definitely a crazy one right there.
That one sent long, and great run there by Todd. You just hate to see that momentum killed for St. Mary's. Make it a good run. Senior day, homecoming here for Hope. Top 10 team in the country. Everything's set up for a party, and St. Mary's coming in to crash it and try and spoil the party.
Yeah, a little bit, and then all you do is hit it long. And I think after a rally like that and a big win, you just got to get it to serve in.
Set out wide. Muller with a chance. Tipped and kept alive. St. Mary's certainly improved after that timeout. Now to the middle. Blocked. Nice job by Reinhout. She sent that one straight down. She just showing a little bit of that athletic prowess right there.
Another great block. And that has been the big point that Hope is winning on in this match. If it wasn't for their blocking, I don't think they'd be winning at all.
Just like that, Hope back up to a 3-point lead at 19-16. Gibbons out wide, doesn't get a lot into that. Nicely placed, though. Hayescamp with a nice set going to the back. Teammates calling out, but they play it anyways. This one's just sent over by McMillan. Now a chance. Hayescamp up wide. Nobody home. Dutch able to get it over. A little lack of communication. Nice job by McMillan there again. Great job keeping it alive. We got another little rally going here. McMillan set up in the middle.
Ooh.
And that one's going to be a kill for Leah Buck again. She's played well in the middle right there so far.
The passing from Hope was a little poor on that one. They were doing just enough to get it back over to the other side, and eventually you just kind of felt that St. Mary's was going to take advantage.
Yeah, poor passing's really been killing Hope so far, and it's allowing St. Mary's to stay in this first set. 2 points, small lead, and nice strike there by Muller, but an even better dig on the outside. Alexis Grady kept it alive.
And there's that sneak set we've seen from Hayescamp so much, and it works that time.
Yeah, and Hope needed that one. They finally got a pretty powerful kill try there from Muller. Great job by Grady digging that one out. And a nice little change of pace for the Dutch to get them back up to a 3-point lead, 20-17 now. Usually when you see them at this point up to 20 points, they'll close the team out.
Yeah, that was the first real kill chance they've had since early in the match.
Now another try here. Nice dig in the back. Eklinski out wide. Gibbons kept alive, close to the net here. Barely able to get it over. Once again, you see communication in the passing. Been pretty poor so far, and able to sneak that one through just barely for St. Mary's. 20-18 now.
And the normally stalwart wall was a little porous on that one. There was a little bit of room in between both players on that, and that's right where they put the kill. Excuse me.
Gibbons now back to serve. She sends this one low, just over the net. A good serve. Dutch keep it alive, and a
more bad passing.
Tough angle there. Out wide, Koshava. And she sends that one just long. Another point for St. Mary's, 20-19. Got ourselves a close one.
Hey, you said they put them away, but St. Mary's didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, they're fighting. They're battling here. I got to give them props for that. Haven't beat Hope in the last 23 matchups, only once in their history. They're ready to come up with the upset here today. Nice job again. They've clearly seen some film on Hayescamp. They're ready for that set. And now this one sent wide. Muller tried going cross court. 28 all here in the first set.
A little bit of 20-20, and yeah, as you mentioned, they have stopped Lauren Hayescamp's sneak set except for one time, and she's tried that several times. They've been ready for it.
Gibbons serve over. Now they're going to go to the middle. Reinhout sends it into the back corner, and that's what the Dutch needed. Try and shift a little momentum their way. St. Mary's had it all going for them. Now Mitchell back to serve.
Let's see if she can rip off another one like she did last time. And that was the first real bump set spike we've seen out of Hope.
Mitchell, nice serve to the middle. Grady up outside, left hand, used the wall very nicely. Did Rachel Bonnick there for the kill, 21 all.
And a little bump set spike back from St. Mary's. Sometimes volleyball is simple. I will never go far enough to say that it's easy, but sometimes it's pretty simple.
Yeah, absolutely. Now back to serve. Angela Bucher.
Looking for the lead.
Set by Hayescamp back to Muller. Cross court. Nice job to dig it out there. Grady was there. Now set up back row. They're just going to have to send this one over. Hope should have a nice chance to set something up here. Another pass off the mark. Muller had to try and adjust, and they're just killing themselves right now, shooting themselves in the foot with poor passing. Not something you usually see from the Dutch, especially from senior Lauren Hayescamp, one of the best passers we've seen in Division III volleyball.
Yeah, and Coach Smith is feeling the same way and going to have to take a timeout now.
So 22-21, St. Mary's with the lead. What a turnaround. They were down 19-16, and all of a sudden, just when you thought the momentum was running out, they bounced right back, and you don't see the Dutch losing too much when both teams have scores in the 20s. See if they can try and bounce back, close it off with the timeout here. And even in this situation, Coach Schmidt letting them go at it, discuss it themselves.
Well, they're going to have to discuss something because clearly something is wrong now that they're down 1 to St. Mary's, who is 5-6 in the conference and only 12-10 overall. So nothing against their team, but their record does not look very good, especially compared to Hope's 19-5 overall, considering 2 of those losses were to Calvin, who is 22-3 overall. So,
yeah, Hope's losses come into very good teams this year. They're a good team themselves. Some questioned whether they were at the same level as the national championship squad we saw last year, and hard to say that they are when you lose such a great group of seniors. You got small Americans leaving your squad. It's tough to stay at that same competitive level. But here they are back in the top 10. They're going to have to close off the Bells if they want to stay there. A loss here to St. Mary's will not keep them in that place. Now St. Mary's serving with the lead here in set one. Crowd trying to will these girls to a victory in set one. Serve is over for Bucher. Hazekamp to the middle. Van Housen got lucky there. Blocked at the front. You can see that one coming. Muller and Van Housen. A little bit of height. That's who you want to see up there when you're going for the block. 22 all. Hope ties it up.
Yeah, Muller at 6'1" and Van Housen at 6'2". That's what you want to see building a wall. And they did a great job there. And that has been what has been carrying them this set.
Grady out wide. Heklinski, not a lot of power on that one. Easily returned by Hope. Kajava out wide. And that one's tipped and over. Looked as though that one was going to go long. Point going to the Dutch. 23-22 the lead.
I think they got a little bit lucky there with that tip.
Yeah, not really sure on that one. Coach Schmidt trying to will their squad just like the fans were. With a timeout first. Coach Vanderwally got to have a moment to discuss things with the squad. We now find themselves down one.
Yeah, I think when you got a 1 point lead this late in the set and then give up two straight, you might as well take a timeout and try to get things situated. And both teams have come out strong out of the timeouts that they've had at this point when they were struggling beforehand.
So Hope right now been in a lot of close matches this year, even to teams that you would imagine they would be able to take care of. So they've been here before, actually, and we'll see how they handle it this time. Hey, just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, it's homecoming weekend. It means we've got homecoming football tonight at 6 o'clock. And things are looking fairly warm. Looks like the rain might stop. So if you're sitting inside watching right now, and maybe think about heading out to the football game later this afternoon. If not, you know where we'll be, right back up there in the press box. Eric Van Swoel and myself calling that game as well. So if you just can't get enough of us, tune in at 6 o'clock for some Hope College homecoming football.
Out at Ray and Sue Smith Stadium.
Rogalski now the lefty with the serve to the back, and Heklinski out wide, and point's going to go here
Double hit
to Hope. And it looked like it was a little funky over there. Didn't want to say it to keep things going, but not a great job reacting to that dig.
And Hope is 1 point away from escaping with this set.
Out wide, Heklinski, if anybody can get it back, she can. Nice job to keep it alive by Hope. Mitchell out wide, little miscommunication. Kessel's just going to have to send this one over. St. Mary's with a chance now. Going out, lefty, that one's tipped. Point going to the Bells. We're keeping things close here. Nice job by Bonick, the lefty. Just try and place that one. Got it right around the wall, just enough.
The tough thing for St. Mary's is they got to win 3 points in a row. Now it's down to 2.
McMillan serve over. Chance to close it out here. That one's barely kept alive by Van Housen. They've really struggled with passing going to her so far today. That one's out, and that's going to do it for set one. Hope takes it 25-23. And very unfortunate for the Bells, who held on very strong, made some comeback efforts. Going to be tough for them to bounce back now, down 1-0 against a team like Hope.
Yeah, that's a set you really want to win, especially when you're up 22-21. Way late in that set. Hope very lucky to come out with a victory in that set.
Yeah, if you told anybody on the side of St. Mary's that they would be in that situation up by 1 that late in the set, guarantee you they would take it any day of the week. Got to be unhappy they weren't able to close, and especially on an error like that when they sent the ball long. But nonetheless, that's what good teams do. They hold on and they survive. 25-23, the score of the first set. Hope taking the 1-0 lead.
Playing through the face of adversity.
A little momentum now on their side as well.
It's going to be an interesting second set to see if Hope puts them away now or if St. Mary's continues to fight.
So with that win, we've got some stats for you. And you're looking at that attack percentage. Pretty sloppy volleyball in the first set. St. Mary's hitting at about 2% to give you an idea at 0-2-1. And then Hope, on the other hand, not a whole lot better, 0-85. Neither team doing a fantastic job as far as attack percentage.
I think St. Mary's attack percentage says a little bit about how well Hope is blocking as well, not
Absolutely.
necessarily just how poorly they are.
Well, and that's a big number. Four big blocks for Hope in that first set. Like we said, that's the difference of a win and a loss right there. St. Mary's with only one. And, nobody really bouncing off the page for us when you look at those kinds of statistics. But we'll be able to grind out a win. 11 kills for Hope in that first set. 10 for St. Mary's.
Yeah, we mentioned how important those blocks are, and they came through. Only a 2-point win, and they had at least 5 blocks.
Yeah, Feldposh with 4 kills for the Dutch. You love the team. And Kostrava with 3 right after that. You love to see a senior getting in there, getting some playing time, making an impact. On the other side, 3 players with 3 kills each for St. Mary's.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Kostrava at 5'7" being an outside hitter, but clearly she does a pretty good job of it. And those 3 kills were important. And every point's important when it's only a 2-point game.
Absolutely, and Hope is out and ready to play set number 2, St. Mary's. Looks like they're going to take all the time they've got to discuss things.
I mean, I would as well.
Yeah, facing a tough team.
Yeah, who really didn't play their best, and you're hoping they haven't figured it out in between the first and second set.
So Mallory Luke out to start this first set for the Dutch. Got to imagine she'll be serving. That's what she usually does.
Either that or Libero is coming in for her.
Looks as though you're right. Mitchell is out there ready to go. We'll see what the Dutch decide to go with.
That's a volleyball substitution rule that I would prefer not to understand.
Yeah, there are just some things that we really don't need to know. I see Thompson over there with Mitchell. Looks as though she might come out for Mitchell, and as usual, I'm right and Erica's wrong, and Luke will serve.
And that is not true. And Thompson is actually serving, not coming out for Mitchell.
Unbelievable. We will never understand volleyball substitutions or strategy.
It was neither of the people that we picked.
So we're both wrong. That is per usual. That's what I should have said.
But I think Blaine is more wrong because Alexis Thompson is now serving.
Thompson's serve is dug out. Now a chance right in the middle and a nice strike there.
Great dig.
By
Good thing she's
Kilgallen.
still in the game. That was a great dig by Alexis Thompson right there. If she was on the bench, she wouldn't have been able to make that play.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but here she is serving once again.
And that's what started that. Little poor miscommunication on the Bell side, but
another serve over and a chance here. Heklinski, great strike, great dig.
Another phenomenal dig.
Ace Camp just going to send this one over so they can reset to the middle once again. That one looked like Shaquille O'Neal got on top of that. Looked like she tried to dunk it. Point here going to St. Mary's. Heklinski back on
Coach
the serve.
Schmidt is wondering what that call was, and so am I.
And Coach Schmidt just trying to confer and see what happened there.
I think they called into the net at the top of the play there.
You know, when Coach Schmidt doesn't know, you can't really blame us for not knowing. A huge kill there for Feldposh. Wow, she slammed that one. No chance on the return. Hope of the 2-1 lead. You know what I'm saying, though?
That's what I like to see off of a questionable call there. Just put it down, and there's, excuse me, no question about that one.
Van Housen on the serve. That was going to be close. Kept alive. Outside now. Kilgallen. That one used the block very nicely. 2-2. Now the score here in set number 2.
2's all over the place.
Both teams with 2 timeouts left.
This game started at 2:30.
Well, that's what we thought, but
it actually started more around 2:50.
Those senior day announcements give you at least 15, 20 minutes. At least we didn't have 12 seniors or something like that.
That is a fortuitous piece of play.
Ryan out now. Tried going cross court, sent it long. Point here going to St. Mary's, who now have the lead.
And you know I love that cross court play, but that one was just misexecuted a little bit.
Todd back to serve. She made a run in the last set. Almost able to will St. Mary's to the win. Now cross court set to Feldposh. That one's kept alive. Out wide here. Gibbons. That one falls in. Nice placement there as Gibbons just kind of tapped her. Hit it where they ain't.
Yeah, that was a great effort between Luke and Thompson, but just in between both of them.
Kenzie Todd back to serve again. She's shown that she's pretty good from back there.
Seems like the crowd only gets into it when Hope is struggling.
Nice kill try there, but sent long. They're asking for a tip, but it didn't look like there was anything on this end.
Well, sometimes you don't agree with the referees, but that time none of us saw a tip, so it's going to be Hope's point.
And Muller into the game now. For the Dutch with Hayskamp back to serve. Oh, that one nicked the net. Bell's able to keep it alive. Send to the back and a great diving dig there. Feldposh now off the top of the net. Bit of a rally going here. Blocked, kept alive. Hayskamp out wide. Feldposh didn't get that one over the net. And that's going to be four hits. 5-3 now, the lead for St. Mary's. Great rally there. Hope had something set up very nicely. Feldposh just not quite with the right trajectory there on that kill attempt.
Sometimes she needs 2 or 3 attempts, and unfortunately that one didn't get blocked. So she only got one.
Grady now. Serve. Short set. Ryan out. Nice dig. Gibbons sends this one long again. Good talk there. Thompson to Hayskamp. Short again to Ryan out, who sends it to the back. Nice job by Heklinski to keep it alive. Out wide the lefty. This one blocked and kept alive now. Talking fast. We've got a rally. Feldposh into the net. That's the same way the last one ended. 2 in a row now.
And that's tough. That's a tough way to go down.
Absolutely. 6-3 now. Lead for St. Mary's. And as we mentioned, Feldposh a volume shooter. So every once in a while you're going to see some of those. Not going to get every one.
And St. Mary's making a bit of a run here as she puts it right into the net.
Yeah, like I said, neither team seems to really want to win this match so far. A lot of mistakes being made. 4-6 the score. St. Mary's still with the lead. They had Hope doubled up for a minute there. Don't see that too often.
But it looks like the Hope players are still having fun out there, and that's what really matters. And that one is just wide, and that point's going to be to Hope as well. Jane Kessel's now serving for a little bit of a comeback.
Kessel's serve just inside. That was going to be close. Heklinski able to keep it alive. St. Mary's has to get the fire drill to get that one over the net. Out wide again here. Gibbons. That one's blocked at the net. Tipped up and kept alive. Muller now tipped around. Heklinski, great effort, but the rest of the team not able to get there and recover. Hope able to come back tied up 6-piece.
And that's what you like to see out of this team. When they're down a little bit, they bring that rally back. Jane Kessel, a big part of this.
Kessel's serve, heading to the back again. Gibbons, she's been tipping a lot today, dropping it into the middle of that zone, and now that one just sent over by Hayskamp. To the middle, Buck with a try. Now out wide, and blocked, and that one's out. Point going to the Dutch. Nice job there by Katie Rietberg. Send it over and use that block.
They're finding that bit of momentum that they've been looking for.
Kessel's been a part of that. You just got to keep those serves over. That's how you build momentum. You're not gonna get streaks going if you can't serve the ball consistently over the net and in. And that one's
nice play.
Very nicely played across the court. 8-6 now the lead. 5 straight points for the Dutch. And wide for Gibbons now. Blocked at the net once again. Sent over. Chance. Rhineout just sent it straight over. Touched by just about everybody on the squad there for St. Mary's. Not able to get it over. 9-6. And the streak continues here for Hope. A big part on the right hand of Jane Kessel. She's been consistent so far with serves. It's only a matter of time before we jinx her.
The Dutch won the tip battle on that last point. That serve looked like it could have gone out, but they played it anyways.
Very close. Rietberg, that one's tipped. Back on the side of the Dutch. Got to reset. Muller just sends that one wide. She was on the right side, tried to go down the line. Nice play, great idea, just didn't quite execute. Very close.
And that's what we've seen a lot today, just not quite executing a little bit. Little miscommunication, little bad pass. But somehow they're up 1-0 and 9-7 in this current set.
Don't know that one made it over the net, and point will be rewarded to St. Mary's on a delayed call. Referees communicating with each other.
And that ended up being a good call. No one from St. Mary's actually touched that one.
So now 9-8, the lead being cut into by St. Mary's. Gibbons back to serve. Tosses it up to herself low and just smacks it right over. Muller now just long. You could tell she didn't quite get on top of that ball. 9-9 now the score. We're all tied up in set number 2.
And Muller's going to come out now after 2 straight misses.
So now Gibbons ready to serve again. This one's going to be close. Good communication. Kessel keeps it alive. Reinhardt with a nice kill try there. Great dig by Grady to keep it alive. Now Heklinski to the middle. Riedberg outside. That one's tipped up and nobody there. Gibbons was a little frustrated there. She tried to communicate with Todd. Nobody went for the dig there. Point to the Dutch, who now have the lead again, 10-9.
With Allie Mitchell serving and Courtney Van Housen back in the game, and that's what you like to see if you're a Dutch faithful.
Mitchell serve, dug out in the middle by Todd. Now Heklinski with a big chance. Dug out. Great job there. Get the bells off balance. Hayes can't send it long. Now that one's going to drop for a point. Heklinski got it just over the net and trickled in. We haven't seen much of her like we thought we would. She's been the impact player, and even on that one, lucky to get that one to ride the net across, have that one drop in for the point.
Yeah, you'd think with somebody with over 300 kills and over 100 kills more than anyone else on her team, they would be trying to feed her, and they did immediately to start the game, but she's been very quiet since then.
Nice job there. Riedberg in the middle. That one's tipped away and point to the Dutch, who are back on top again, 11-10.
And that was a very powerful spike.
So far, Heklinski only with 1 kill on the match. 4 of her teammates with 3 apiece, so much better distribution evenly than we thought we would see from the team. Heklinski with another chance. She likes to take that deep angle and go cross court. Riedberg now down the line, and foul ball. Point to St. Mary's, tied up at 11 apiece now.
Yeah, and it has seemed like when she gets chances, she hasn't quite put them down yet. As you said, she only does have 1 kill, so.
Coach Vandewally noticing that perhaps there's a little wet spot out on the floor there. If they take care of that, that's the stoppage in action right now.
When you get sweaty and they're diving all over the place, that tends to happen sometimes.
Yeah, not a surprise. Great job by Gibbons to take care of that quickly so we can get back in playing.
But like we said about Kylie Kostrava, Katie Heklinski is also a 5'7" outside hitter.
Yeah, there you go. Nice job there by Van Housen. Perfectly placed, tipped it over the wall. Giving Hope the lead again. Double substitution. Is that even legal? Feldposh coming in now as well as Thompson.
Apparently it is, and so is that beautiful roll shot by Van Housen.
Yeah, absolutely. Closest thing to a line change you'll usually see in volleyball. Thompson now. Serve back in the corner, dug out by Heklinski. Now out wide, Grady, nice job, but just sent it wide. Really didn't have the angle. Credit the blocking wall, forcing her to go that way that time. She couldn't quite play it off of him.
That wall's been huge for Hope these first 2 sets.
Thompson serve again, going to the same part. And barely kept alive. No.
It's going to be 4 hits.
Not kept alive. St. Mary's struggled on that one. The dig wasn't great. They couldn't get their passes going from then on.
They just ran out of chances.
Hope starting to build a little bit of a lead here. 14-11 the lead. Thompson pounding that back left corner on the serve. Heklinski from the back. Hayskamp going back set. That one's tipped and point going to the Dutch. Nice job there by Van Housen. Didn't see the tip at first, but now they're starting to build a lead here once again. And to no surprise, Coach Vandewally going to take a timeout here. St. Mary's is down 4, 15-11 the lead for the Dutch here in set 2. We're already up 1-0 in sets.
Coach Schmidt had run out there to make her point clear that that was going to be a Hope point either way, so she's very happy she didn't have to argue with the referees on that one. So we'll see where we go from here. Up 15-11. I think it's a good timeout by Coach Vandewally. See it slipping away a little bit, especially when they ripped off 6-7 points in a row earlier on.
And you know, right now, like you said, Hope doing a great job setting up walls and even making mistakes. They're able to keep up with teams. And if you're St. Mary's going up against Hope, you just can't have this statistic right here. Their attack percentage, -014. Right now, they have 13 kills, 14 errors. You cannot do that if you hope to beat a team as good as Hope.
That is very true. Very true.
Hey, some basketball players and other members of the Dew crew out and helping Callie's dad, it looks like, lead the parents in a little chant here, try and get the crowd going here already with the lead.
Yeah, as mentioned, they only seem to get into it when Hope is struggling. Maybe they've just come to expect Hope to play well at this point. I don't know. But I feel like they should be cheering throughout the entire game. You want a home field or a home court advantage in any way that you can, especially when your team is struggling a little bit. Show that enthusiasm when they rip off 6 points in a row.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to keep things going here. Thompson back on the serve once again, this time to the middle, dug out by Todd. Out wide now, chance for Heklinski, dug out by Mitchell. Going back, Feldposh, back and forth. Nice dig in the back row by Gibbons. This one all the way across Heklinski. Just going to have to hit this one over. Back set, Van Housen. That one was going long. I have to imagine Gibbons stuck out the arms, tried going for the dig. Very fortunate there.
Sometimes you get lucky that the defense plays it, and that's part of the defender's role is you don't know whether or not it's going out and whether or not to play it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thompson still on the serve. Nice block up front. Hayskamp, but most likely Van Housen, 6'2". They got volleyball players out there taller than me making blocks. Good stuff.
Yeah, that must make you feel good, Blaine.
And now, once again, Thompson on the serve. Nice try. Good sneaky set. Van Housen says, take that. Nice try. You're not Lauren Hayskamp. And now 18-11. Hope just ripping off points.
And that's what they were missing in that first set. Poor passing and poor timing with Van Housen in the first set. Now she's playing well. And that one's going to go outside the foul pole and as it came over the net and be another point for Hope. I do believe that is technically an ace.
That is an ace because they only came up with the one actual hit as the other one went outside, as we're going to call it, the foul pole. Nice tip there. Hayskamp set to the middle, and Housen got on top of that one. Somebody was in the net there, you have to imagine. Maybe both of them, so they kept the point going, and point going there for the Dutch, 20-11. And St. Mary's falling into a deeper hole here. Not much of a chance to come back as long as Thompson keeps ripping off these serves. And as soon as I say that, she sends it long. Broadcaster's curse is as present for me as anybody else out there. 2012, Hope still with the lead. If St. Mary's is going to do it, now's the time. They haven't had much for momentum here. Got to try and play off whatever points they can come up with. To the middle, Van Housen.
She was looking to put it away right there.
Yeah, the net took away a little bit of that velocity. And now we'll see Hayskamp send it over herself. No surprise there. You could see that one coming. Just look at the position of it. She got behind the ball. Saw some space in the back corner. And right now, St. Mary's just being forced to respect the size that Hope has up front right now, leaving the back of the floor wide open for Hayskamp to do things like that. We now have a 9-point lead, 21-12. St. Mary's forced to take another timeout here.
Well, not only did Lauren Hayskamp lull them to sleep, and she hasn't tried that in a while. They looked very good on it in the first set, but she hasn't tried it in a while, and Hope's passing has improved, which has allowed them to get a lot more kill chances, which has opened up that sneak set, as we like to call it.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
I think once they got the passing on track, the offense has gotten a lot better, and you can clearly see that in the score, 21-12, where last time Hope had 21 points, St. Mary's had 22.
So last home match here for Hope, and Flying Dutch have clinched a berth to nobody's surprise in the MIAA volleyball tournament. Finish up the regular season next week. They play Kalamazoo on Tuesday, and then they're at Olivet on Friday. After that, we'll be headed to the MIAA tournament almost positively as the 2 seed, and almost for sure at Calvin is where the tournament will be played. Calvin not doing a lot of losing this year so far, and 0-2 in the regular season. Hope's going to do it. Now's the time. Hope not a great track record in recent memory going to Calvin to play, even with great teams. Last year when win the national championship, they weren't able to do it.
Yeah, that's difficult. The conference tournament will be November 6th and 7th. And luckily for volleyball fans, it will be indoors. That's served just long.
Yeah, nice court awareness there by the Bells. And like I said, if they're going to come back, you got to do it now. Get a couple of points going here. Down 8 still, so a tall task. No doubt about that. But here's who they want serving. You got Todd back there. She's been the one who's been consistent for them, giving them some chances to get a streak of points going. Feldposh, that one sent wide. Point going to St. Mary's, 21-14.
And it stayed consistently true so far. Every team that has called a timeout after struggling has come out and played well. in
Todd
this
on her
match
second
anyways.
serve. Thompson digs it out. Hayskamp to Reinhout. Nice kill.
It's tough to stop that. I feel sorry for the St. Mary's defense.
Yeah, a lot of teams they play. I mean, it's easy to see why they can struggle. I don't think you or I would want to get in the way of a lot of these Hope volleyball players when they're hitting a ball.
I would prefer not to.
Out wide now, Gibbons going to take this one, but point going to go to
Double
Hope
hit.
because we had a double hit just before that. Didn't catch that one right away, but that's why they're paid to be volleyball officials, and we are not. 23-14 the lead to Hope.
We're good at saying words. We're not so good at seeing things. And sometimes we're not even good at saying words.
I was just going to say, speak for yourself. Sent over here, Hayskamp out wide for Felposh, going to try and send that one down. Nice dig in the back corner by Heklinski. All the way across for Gibbons. Going to change it up and drop a set in. Almost got a point. Nice diving stop by Hayskamp to keep it alive. Muller going to drop this one down, and that one's dug out by McMillan. Now a kill try. Gibbons, great dig from Mitchell. Hayskamp, short set, Reinhout. Back and forth we go. We've got ourselves a rally out wide again for Felposh. Fantastic dig from Heklinski to keep that one alive, and they're going to come up with the point. And Coach Schmidt not happy with something there, and trying to see if maybe we had a double hit or something.
She's very incredulous about something that neither you or I noticed, but that was a fantastic dig, and that started that play off.
Yeah, great rally there. Nonetheless, 23-15 still the lead for Hope. Reinhout drops that one in. Looked like it was wide.
And it is.
And Grady made her best effort to try and keep that one alive. Fortunately, she did not, as that one was out. 23-16 the lead for Hope, and Grady now back on the serve.
Yeah, I was interested to see what the call was going to be since she made so much of an effort to go for it, even though it was out of bounds.
Reinhout trying to go cross court, and that one ended up going out, but it was tipped by Grady.
It looked like it hit her in the face.
Yeah, that one kind of slipped through her. A tough angle on that ball to try and turn and keep it alive, especially when you need to try and send it back towards the net rather than the other way. So now we got set point here, 1-0 lead. Hope with a chance to take the big two-set lead. Kessel's serve to the middle, dugout. Grady set up wide. Gibbons, big kill, but there to get the dig is Mitchell Rietberg over. Grady to the middle of the set again, trying to find Gibbons with the tip. Hayskamp for Muller is going to try and go cross court. That one's kept alive. Seeing a lot more time, and that one's misplayed. Just didn't quite get the jump time, did Leah Buck. And that'll do it. Set number 2, 25-16. Hope now up 2-0 lead. Huge hole here for St. Mary's to try and dig themselves out of playing a top 10 team in the country. And down 2-0. This would be even more miraculous of a comeback than those dang Spartans coming back on our Wolverines just last week.
But I think we'd prefer not to bring that up.
But nonetheless, tough comeback coming up here if St. Mary's wants to try and come out of here and spoil Hope College's homecoming volleyball match and senior day.
As of right now, it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Yeah, Hope's only continuing to prove, and like we talked about in the first set, so many errors keeping teams in matches, and sometimes they even drop that first set. But as we've seen throughout the year, they've just continued to improve and develop as a team throughout each and every match. And a big part of that's got to be Coach Becky Schmidt's coaching, letting these girls get together in their position groups, discuss what they need to fix. And right now, starting to roll, won that one by 9 points, and we'll see if they can keep building on that here. And if they can do that, we can actually get out of here and have a break before we need to go walk over to the football stadium and call that one. Right now, Hope's just starting to dominate so far, statistically speaking, as well as the eye test. The attack percentage only getting worse now, 16 errors for St. Mary's, and still only 14 kills.
That's difficult. Difficult to come up with a win, especially against a top 10 team when your kill percentage is negative.
Yeah, Hope, on the other hand, has been able to improve that and get that up to 109. Still not usually what they like to see, but improving so far here in this match. Crowd's starting to fill up a little bit more. We've got a decent crowd here on homecoming. A lot of people probably student-wise choosing to stay inside. You could barely see as I drove over here in this rain. So a rainy day for homecoming. Nonetheless, looks like it'll slow up. So should be a fun day and a good chance for Hope football to try and get a win. They've got Alma this afternoon, and they could sure use a little bounce-back game.
Yeah, they really could. They really could.
Hope football obviously been struggling a bit this year, but looking to get things back on track. And homecoming always sort of a great booster, try and give your team some momentum. I recall last year coming back and sending things to overtime against Olivet to get the win. You and I called that game as well.
That's
so
right.
Maybe we'll see some magic just like that. As it looks like Hope's out and ready to go, per usual, a little quicker than St. Mary's. They've got things taken care of, and they want to get set 3 done, go enjoy their Saturday. But we'll see if St. Mary's has anything to say about that.
Yeah, I think the Hope volleyball team said that they got to get ready for that tailgate since it's an unusual night game for
Yeah, that's true.
Hope's
That's true. We don't
team.
see that too often. Should be a fun experience. Actually, get those lights on tonight. That'll be fun.
Got to put them to use at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. We got them. Might as well use them. State-of-the-art facilities as far as athletics go here at Hope College. And this one's the king of the ball. The beautiful DeVos Fieldhouse. Always great to call a game here. Hope still waiting on St. Mary's. Officials ready to go. Just about everybody else. We are ready to go.
Yes, we are. As much as we like this arena and how it has housed the defending attendance national champions in both basketball and volleyball over the last several years.
Yeah. Hope College community loves their sports, and that helps when you're competitive, generally. That's the case at Hope. And usually see just about every team making it into that MIAA tournament at least, typically as a 1 or 2 seed. As Hope and Kelvin generally dominate the majority of sports.
Although I heard Calvin's football team is doing pretty well this year. So.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. Claire McMillan now back to serve for the Bells. Her first serve misplayed by Thompson. And no worries from the team as they laugh that one off. And great team chemistry. You can certainly see that flowing through this squad. Always have each other's backs. This serve going to be long from the looks of things, and it is. Great court awareness there to keep that one sailing out, and 1-1 now the score. Looks like Van Housen back to serve.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be a 25-0 set win. But it generally isn't.
That one close to the line, well-placed serve. Now out wide, Grady with a nice kill right there. Haven't seen that much from her. Seen her setting her teammates up. Now getting her chance. Try to come up with some points. Maybe an adjustment that they came up with during the timeout between sets. 2-1 the lead now for St. Mary's, who has led in every set so far.
Sometimes later than others.
Feldposh, cross court, dug out nicely by Todd. Point going to go to Hope here as we have another double hit. We've seen that several times now already from St. Mary's.
Yeah, and those, like we keep going back to, those are mistakes you just can't make.
Yeah, when you're playing a quality team like Hope. We say that when Hope was playing, Calvin made quite a few errors, and we said you play a good team, can't make mistakes, can't afford that. And same goes for St. Mary's playing against Hope.
Yeah, and they've made several double hits on almost innocuous plays.
Feldposh with the tip. That one's kept alive. Out wide, Heklinski with a chance to do what she does best. Wow, great dig. That one got sent all the way over the net by Thompson. Nice talk there in the middle. Kilgallen made sure she was the only one going for that. Muller now tried sending it cross court. Tough dig.
That almost hit the scoreboard.
Grady with a nice job to get it back from McMillan just to send it over. Point going to go to Hope again. Another double hit. And you said, you just hate to see that. You can't afford those kinds of mistakes.
It's tough. It's been a big reason why they're down 2-0 right now.
And Hayes-Camp serve, dropped in, trying to set up Heklinski out wide, and she uses that blocking wall nicely. Another point here, tying things up. And they've got Todd back on the serve, so a good chance here to try and take a lead if Todd can do what she does best so far today and just keep those serves over the net and in. Thompson dug out.
She's been very consistent back serving.
And that one was a double hit. You could see that one coming, rolled off the arm. No doubt about that one. So point going to St. Mary's. And, hey, like I said, you never know. You got a good server out there. One of the most underestimated things in the game is somebody who can just keep the ball in consistently.
And as you continue to say that, she plants one square into the net.
Yeah, my goodness. My goodness. Just about every time, huh?
Yeah, you know, the broadcaster's curse is pretty consistent.
Yeah, the only thing more consistent than her serving is me screwing her up by saying that she's consistent. That one's tipped, kept alive. Rietberg with the right hand. Heklinski in the middle, in the right place at the right time. Gibbons sends it over now. Chance right in the middle. Reinhardt with a big smash. Kept alive almost accidentally.
And
Point
more
gonna go.
miscommunication right there from Hope's defense.
Yeah, point going to go to St. Mary's here. Substitution here. Mitchell Bonnet coming to the game for the Bells. All 16 St. Mary's fans cheering them on after that big play.
Well, you know, it's a pretty long drive from Indiana, and on top of that,
Absolutely.
it was pretty wet outside. I didn't even really want to.
Yeah, I wasn't comfortable driving across campus, so I can see the decision there for sure. Klinsky blocked to the net, and that one, don't know how it got back over the net. That's not how gravity's supposed to work.
Yeah, that definitely defied gravity.
And Hope able to come up with the point there. That one was definitely on its way down. Somehow hopped its way back over.
I'm not sure what happened, but they'll take it, and Hope gets the point, and that was a nice play by Haley Muller to put it where they ain't.
That's right, 5-5 down the score, tied it back up.
The whole St. Mary's team had moved up inside the 10-foot line, and no one was back deep.
Hayskamp set now to the middle. Van Housen tipped over perfectly. Great location. Location.
It works in the retail business, and it works when you're hitting volleyballs.
Mitchell now on the serve with the 6-5 lead now. Hope back on top for now. Mitchell's serve.
They're going to call a rotation error on St. Mary's.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. As soon as the ball was hit, it was called, so officials certainly on top of that one. You don't see that too often, and boy, just another instance. St. Mary's shooting themselves in the foot. They've been so close in all these sets. You really can't afford to do things like that.
Yeah, that's just silly errors. And another nice block from Hope right there.
Yeah, Van Housen right in the right place. Great angle, got on top of the ball. Sent it right back where it came from. Mitchell now back to serve again for the third time. Just like a free throw, the patented dribble, little spin, all about that routine. And you want to keep things consistent when serving. Grady, back set, Heklinski tips it over, and a great play there. Kessel and Mitchell both saw it just a little bit too late. No chance there.
I think they were both a little deeper than they had wanted to be on that as well.
Heklinski's serve, dug out by Mitchell. Now Muller tried going on the line. That one's tipped. Grady up, left-handed try from Bonnick. That one's kept alive. Now Rietberg with the try, and that one almost wasn't going to make it over the net. Blocked down by St. Mary's, and now the point. Back within one.
This has been a back-and-forth set so far. Just more reminiscent of the first one than the second one.
Rietberg, nice smash. Great dig by Todd. Now Bonnick tried going over.
And they're going to get Hope for being into the net. And the crowd's getting back into it now as they're sensing that Hope is struggling a little bit, which I would have to agree that they are.
Yeah, tied up here at 8. Muller, nice dig in the back by Klinsky. Another chance here. We'll see where Hayskamp goes. Right to the middle. Van Housen with the kill.
Yeah, in her very first game, Haley Muller set the record for most kills in a match, but she has not been that kind of player today.
No, and that's all right when you're coming up with wins. Whoever's going to get those points, that'll be all right. Van Housen's been the one to step up today. She's got 7 kills. That leads the team. And now an ace. 10-8 the lead here for Hope. Mallory Luke dropping that one in nicely.
And then the team dropped her during the celebration.
Dug out by Todd. Gibbons with the right hand. Luke keeps it alive. Great positioning. Hayskamp going to go long set all the way across for Rietberg. Dug out in the back by Heklinski. Now Bonnick. Hayskamp, short set. Van Housen once again with the kill. She's been money today. That's her 8th kill.
She's been coming up big these last couple sets. Finally getting that rhythm, and she's playing very well.
Serve for Luke again. Smile on her face, running up, getting into position. Now with the dig. Hayskamp, back set. Van Housen, tipped. Heklinski, great effort to keep it alive. To the middle. Grady's just going to send it over. Van Housen, set. Right back, give and go. Nice dig again. Great job. Fantastic effort so far on this point by the back line of St. Mary's. You could tell Hayskamp was going to take that one over, and not much of a chance to drop it in. Up for the blocking wall, but that one's out. Inhausen and Hayes-Camp got up there on that one. All smiles here on the face of the Dutch, even losing a point. And that's the look of a face of a team with confidence, a team that has that kind of swagger. They know we've been here before. We've won a lot of matches. And right now it looks like they're confident even when it's close. They know they're going to win a set.
Playing through adversity.
Luke, diving try. Keep that
gonna
alive,
be
and that's in. What a play there by Mallory. Luke on the dive, keeping that one alive.
That was a spinning curveball that landed just on the line.
Yeah, not a play you see frequently out here. 12-9 now the lead for Hope, and Thompson back to serve.
St. Mary's very interestingly let it go.
That one looked like it was tipped to me, and it was. Point going to St. Mary's.
I think the referees would agree with you on that one, even though that had no chance of going in.
Yeah, Kilgallen there.
It's hard to react in that 0.2 of a second that you get to see that she's too under the ball to be able to keep it in at all.
Nice serve there by McMillan.
Great effort by Hayes-Camp to get under that.
Luke with the dig. Hayes-Camp, ooh, denied right at the net. Nice play up front by Gibbons as well as Kilgallen. Got the rally going out wide. Gibbons, that one was tipped. And Thompson had to try and go up and get it. No chance for her. Point to St. Mary's, now within one.
They're not going away. You got to give them credit.
No, and what would you come to expect, at this point? Clearly fighters, and, obviously you look on paper, Hope the more talented squad. But, right now St. Mary's just battling, trying to claim that 4th spot right now. In the MIAA as that point goes to Hope. Right now at 5 and 6 in the MIAA, they've got 2 teams ahead of them at 6 and 6, both competing for that 4th spot. Huge upset would have been big for them today as far as getting into the tournament. A loss here with only 2 matches left going to make things very difficult for them to secure that 4th seed.
Especially with Adrian at 6 and 5 as well for 3rd place.
So things packed right in there. Hope and Calvin obviously out front 1 and 2 seed, no doubt about that. That's locked down.
This match could spell the end of St. Mary's season, though.
Yeah, and I think you see that, especially from some of their seniors out here playing their hardest, keeping things close, even with a team as good as Hope. Now the serve going over for Gibbons. Hayes-Camp all the way across. Feldposh. Nice strike and a great dig in the back row by Gibbons. Now Heklinski. That one's tipped, and Hope not able to keep it alive. Great try by Luke to try and get the pancake. Sends that one into the crowd. Now we're tied at 13 apiece. Let's go, Hope coming back out again.
St. Mary's is not going away.
Gibbons back out on the serve. They're going to let that one go. That one drops right in for an ace. And St. Mary's is fired up. Coach Schmidt going to take a timeout. 14-13 the lead here for the Bells.
And I think that's a good timeout to call, especially when they had a several-point lead and St. Mary's just kind of ripped off a few in a row and now have the momentum.
Yeah, like we said, they've been battling, and they've been in every set so far. Right now, 14-13 lead. And you said it earlier, each team after timeout, like clockwork, has come back and gotten a few points in a row. We'll see if Hope can do that this time as they find themselves down by 1 with a 2-0 set lead. But you don't want to leave a set out there for the other team. It's a big way to get momentum going as far as the opposing side goes. So you don't want to see that. If you're a Hope fan on the other side for St. Mary's, great opportunity here with the lead. They can try and settle in as well for themselves.
Yeah, down 2-0. They're just trying to get what they can get. Thank you, Danny Stats, the best stats man in the land right there.
Absolutely.
Best looking one as well. And now I have no idea what I was actually saying.
That's all right. We're just about ready to get things back and going here in this timeout. Both teams ready to take the court.
Only 5 seconds left in the timeout.
St. Mary's with the 1-point lead. And they've gotten their attack percentage into the positive, so that's been a bright side. Clearly still just fighting, trying to come back here. Hope slowly improving on theirs as well. So we're seeing some better volleyball from both sides here in set number 3. Things were very sloppy to start off today.
And I still think that it isn't necessarily entirely smooth on either side, but they're playing with what they're working with,
No doubt about that. Gibbons serve dug out by Thompson. Hayes-Camp with the set. Ryan out, nice job across court and a great dig. Keep things alive. Heklinski, this one's going to be close to the net, so she's going to have to push this one over with an open hand. And great job right there by Hayes-Camp to just turn and slap that one back down the line. even things up at 14 apiece.
That's part of that senior leadership. When you're struggling, coming out of a timeout, making a play to get a point. And now she's back to serve as well.
And that one right into the net, 15-14, now the lead for St. Mary's.
And that's tough. I think in that situation, you just got to get it over the net. Todd is now serving, and she has indeed been the best server for St. Mary's today. Feels like she served almost every time. I don't know about you.
Yeah, absolutely. Todd's serve over again. Muller now with a chance and dug out. Neither team been able to come up with big kills. Even a big hitter like Muller, they've been digging her out. Now Heklinski to the back. Short set for Reinau, who drops it in. Point for Hope. 15 all now.
And that's a nice play right there.
Substitutions coming in now. Kessel going to come in and serve.
You'd think in a match this tight they'd try to get Heklinski the ball more, but she's been playing more of a defensive role this match.
It's certainly interesting. Here she is coming in flying. She came in hot, and somebody was hanging on the net there for Hope. Point going to go to St. Mary's.
I was going to say, someone was into the net. When you see it bounce up and down about 3 inches, somebody came at it pretty hard.
Now St. Mary's with the 16-15 lead and on the serve. Muller with a try. Great dig. Todd on the dive. Out wide now. That one tipped off the top of the net. Bonnick with a great kill try. Muller not going to be able to get up to the 8th row of the crowd to keep that one alive. So point to the Bells, who now have a 2-point lead. And look out, they're getting pretty close to that 20-point mark towards the end of the set. Hope's going to have to turn things around if they want to keep the sweep try alive.
Yeah, that was a great effort by the defense, but nothing you can do running all the way up into the stands as that serve goes out, and great play by Kessel and Mitchell there to leave that one.
I tell you what, Kessel and Mitchell, great court awareness right there to let that one go long. That one was close. I wasn't sure, and they were just hoping and praying that they were right earlier in the game. They did let one of those go that dropped in for an ace. This time made the right call and struggling to return there. Did the Bells, so that's another ace for Hope. Allie Mitchell this time. 2 quick points, and just like that, Hope evens it up at 17 apiece.
It seems like whenever something has gone wrong, Allie Mitchell comes in to serve and turns it around.
And gets 2 aces in a row, that time with the aid of the net. And, yeah, she's had some quality serves. Great topspin, gets a good roll on the ball, and just drops in right in the middle. And you can see right now Todd sneaking in that back row, maybe just a little bit more than she might normally. Great placement again. Heklinski has to go to her knees to dig that one. This one tipped, kept alive by the Dutch. Ace-Camp going cross court to Rietberg off the top of the net. Big help there. Heklinski tipped. Hope keeps it alive. Rietberg again with the right hand, blocked at the net. And St. Mary's, great effort to keep it alive, but not able to do so. Just like that, Hope's rattled out 4 points in a row. They've got a 19-17 lead. And just when you thought maybe they could pull away a set, you see Hope bounce back just like that. And Coach Vandewally forced to take another timeout, try and make an adjustment. But, hey, like you say, maybe this timeout can be the help that they need. Only down 2, still a chance to take set number 3.
You just can't say enough about the senior leadership that Hope has. Down late in the 3rd set here. Obviously, they have a 2-0 lead, but they had at least 3 seniors out on the court who turned it around for them right there.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Hope able to improve their attack percentage to 146 now at this point. They've got 6 blocks as well compared to St. Mary's 2. And it's been huge, as we mentioned, all day long. Those blocks been huge for Hope.
Feels like it was more than 6.
I know, it seems like we've had so many today. But officially speaking, as far as statistics go, just 6 blocks so far for Hope. Hey, make sure you check out Hope College Athletics' new online sideline store, hope.edu/sideline store. You can choose from hundreds of items and customize any item with the design of your choice. Use promo code WELCOME for $15 off $75 purchase from now until November 30th. So we get a good shot of President Knapp and his wife, Kelly. Looks like they came straight from the hoedown last night. Haven't changed yet. Still got rocking the flannel and jeans. Of course, that's also good attire for the Taste of the South event that they hosted earlier today in the Dow. And always a nice chance to get something other than Phelps for dinner, I'm sure, for a lot of students.
That's what happens when you're a son of the South, and he's trying to bring a little bit of that Southern charm up here. Great to see him out supporting the volleyball team and all athletics.
Yeah, you see that often from him and his wife. Great to see the president out supporting all of Hope's teams. Now volleyball. Muller over. Great diving dig by Gibbons. Eklinski with a chance with the right hand. She really wound up on that one. Dug out nicely by Hope. Rietberg tips this one to the middle. Great placement, but another great dig. Gibbons is working hard back there today. Hope almost able to keep that alive. Went up to the blocking wall, but it drops in. Point for St. Mary's.
And that's just a great play by St. Mary's right there.
Those great rallies like that, I start to think, I could be an auctioneer at some point in my life. Things just happening so quick, and that's when you've got good volleyball. Ball moving around very quickly, and both teams making a great effort there. This time blocked at the net, and that one's going out. Point going to go to Hope. St. Mary's crushed. They thought they had that point on a great block. Just went a little too long.
I sort of thought they did too, but the head referee up there threw up a few inches their direction to let them know that it was very close to being in.
Yeah, absolutely. Now 2018, Hope with the lead, and you could tell that serve wasn't going to make it over. Not enough mustard on that one from Luke, who's had some good serves today. Came up with an ace earlier, and a nice diving stop on the one she knocked over the net. Kept it just inside the line.
Yeah.
Had a great job making a nice impact. Luke, obviously, not a very tall player at just 5'4", but showing that she can make an impact back there for the Dutch, who now just have a 1-point lead. Rietberg back into the corner. Great placement. 21-19 now the lead. Feldposh and Thompson going to come into the game, take Kessel and Rietberg out. And she's been a nice addition to the squad this year as Rietberg, the freshman, right out of Holland West Otto High School, getting some immediate playing time and making a huge impact. Almost another ace there.
That was
just able to get underneath that
knuckleball
one.
of a serve.
Yeah, really confused the defense. This one blocked but kept alive on the other side by Hope. Van Housen sends it down the line. Beautiful strike. Didn't miss that one. That was so smooth right off the hand. Perfectly placed. She just rode the line like a tightrope. Dropped it in. Now timeout here for St. Mary's, taking their second timeout of the set. 22-19, the lead here for Hope. Looking to close things out with a sweep.
And that is going to be St. Mary's last time out, so they're going to have to figure it out on their own after this.
Yeah, no doubt about that. See if they can bounce back off this timeout. Hope's just sort of taking over late in the set. Like I said, they get up into the 20s. You don't often see them lose that one.
They only got 3 more to close this one out.
Plenty to do here at Hope College today for homecoming. So undoubtedly, the fans hoping for a sweep, as it sounds like at least the rain has stopped. It's going to be cloudy all day from the looks of things. If that rain stopped, maybe folks can get outside, enjoy the old campus.
It is rated the 7th best looking Christian college campus in America.
Yeah, you can't beat that unless you're the other 6 that are beating that.
That's right.
So you got football coming up at 6 o'clock. Make sure you go check that out if you can't, as we mentioned. Listen live right here again, hope.edu/live. And
the real question is, how many people are we going to send to the game because they would rather know how Hope does but not have to listen to us?
Yeah. You know, the way I look at it, we're the best announcers that Hope College can come up with that are available. So that's the only way I look at it.
I had nothing to do today. We were what, 8th and 9th on the list? They called several other people, but got stuck with us. But we're happy to be here.
St. Mary's trying to fight back here, down 3 points. Nice block up at the net. They've improved there in this set. Feldposh winding up again, another block. Back and forth we go one more time. And this time point going to go to St. Mary's because that one was double hit. And now they're within 2.
And there you go again, coming out of a timeout. St. Mary's gets the point. They called it. They were struggling beforehand. And don't look now, but the lighting seems to have improved in here, and I think the sun might have popped out a little bit.
And McMillan served there. Nice job by Hayskamp to keep it alive. Feldposh tipped it over. Gibbons, I don't know that she made that one over the net. She did not, so that's going to be 4 hits. And now Hope just 2 points away here. 23-20. St. Mary's still very, very much alive, though. They just got to side out and come up with a couple points here.
It's going to be difficult to do, though.
Van Housen serve on the left side.
Especially when you got passing like that.
And, yeah, that one just over the net. Not played properly by St. Mary's. So now match point here on homecoming and senior day for the junior.
Looking for the sweep.
Van Housen, that serve. Grady sends it over. Dug out in the back by Van Housen. Hayskamp to the middle. Rhine out. Kept alive nicely. Gibbons again. Nice dig all the way over for Thompson. A little bit out of order here are the Bells, and so are the Dutch. Feldposh, chance to put it away. To the back corner, that one's out though. St. Mary's hope still alive, 24-21 the lead for the Dutch.
Gonna have to rip off 3 straight points here.
Yeah, to try and tie things up. They're gonna need 26 if they want to take set 3 now. Hope sitting there still match point.
Megan Gibbons giving her best effort with this serve.
And that's going to do it right there in a fitting way. Feldposh, one of the leading killers here for the Hope squad, sending that one home. 25-21 the score for set 3. 3-0 sweep here on homecoming and senior day for the Hope College Flying Dutch volleyball squad.
Sarah Feldposh puts in the final kill to kill the St. Mary's Bells, and it's time to break out the brooms.
Yeah, another sweep. We see that so often. Usually don't go more than 4 sets here. A lot of times a 3-0 win for the Dutch. That's what happens when you have a top 10 volleyball team. And you look at some of the stats comparatively. Hope basically tripling up the attack percentage, 156 compared to St. Mary's at just 057. Both teams even up on digs, 3 times as many blocks for Hope as well. So really statistically dominated this game. And their passing was poor to begin, but they improved, ended up with 36 assists there in this 3-set match. Compared to just 25 from St. Mary's, who struggled today. And as we mentioned, when you're playing a good team like Hope, you just can't make those kinds of errors if you hope to come back and get the win.
Yeah, there was a lot of errors from the St. Mary's side. Oh, look at that. We got the Orange Dew coming in.
Hey, got to love the representatives of the Dew crew and the Hope College basketball squad coming in clutch, delivering some Mountain Dew. Yeah, that's just great service. Don't see that in D3 athletics too often. And in a moment, we get a chance to break the huddle over here for Hope. Our court reporter, Taylor Jones, is going to have a live interview for us with Coach Becky Schmidt. Hopefully, we'll see that happening pretty soon. We'll send it over to them when we get the chance. But until then, just make sure you know, as we mentioned, 6 o'clock, we've got football for Hope. And as far as volleyball goes, only 2 more matches left in the regular season. Final home one today, Kalamazoo on Tuesday, at Olivet on Friday. 2 more to try and close it out. Looks as though they'll have the number 2 seed locked down unless Calvin comes up with some dramatic losses here to finish off the season. But most likely the tournament will be hosted at Van Ord Arena at Calvin. That'll be on the 6th and the 7th of November. So coming up very shortly here. And we'll see if Hope can come up with their first win of the season against Calvin. They're going to have to if they hope to be the MIAA tournament champions. Calvin's already got that regular season championship essentially locked down.
Yeah, the nice thing about that is Van Ord Arena holds about 5,000 people, so everybody listening can just go to the game, especially since you and I won't be on the call for that one.
Yeah, and who else would you want to hear call a volleyball game? And we'll see how they can compete there. And from the looks of things, as far as the standings stack up, as we mentioned, Calvin up top and Hope, Adrian at 6 and 5. Then you got Trine and Alma both at 6 and 6 apiece in the conference. So going to be pretty big this last week here of MIAA volleyball as far as who's going to sneak in with that 4 seed. Right now, even Adrian not safe. St. Mary's still mathematically alive right now. It looks like you're going to have a pretty big battle here. Probably 4 teams battling for that top, or that last 2 spots in the tournament, those 3 and 4 seeds. That'll have a huge impact as far as the season goes in that tournament. Because, you know, regular season's great, but as long as you get in that MIAA tournament, you're still alive. Those top 4 teams in the conference, you pull off an upset win, you can find yourself a spot in the NCAA tournament. From there, anything goes.
That's right, and St. Mary's does fall to 5 and 7, and it looks like Alma had to play at Calvin earlier this afternoon, and I have to imagine that since we haven't heard that Calvin went down, that Alma is going to be 6 and 7 going into the final couple matches. And so it looks like Adrian and Trine have that inside track.
Mm-hmm. Going to be tough for all those teams. That's the end of the season battle right there, just to try and find a spot in that top 4 as people are starting to clear out. And we still have a little bit more going on here for homecoming. Like we said with football, women's soccer, played earlier today as well, so a full slate.
Men's soccer is also playing today. The only issue with that is they are on the road.
Yeah, tough being on the road for homecoming, I got to imagine.
Couldn't tell you why that schedule was set up the way it was, but they are on the road today, and I'm sure we'll be able to tell you how they ended up when we are back for the football game.
Yeah, I guess you just can't get everything you want, and just want to take one more chance to honor the seniors as they were honored at the beginning of the game. Lauren Hayskamp, Allie Mitchell, Jane Kessel, Jamie Rogalski, Callie Kostrava, and, of course, student assistant coach Tom Doherty. all being honored before the game. Hayes Camp, such a great setter, as we've seen throughout our years, sneaking in a few points for the Dutch Day. Allie Mitchell, some great serves, great senior leadership at the end of set number 2, as you mentioned, with some great aces. Jane Kessel, Lead 89 award winner twice. You don't see that happen too often. Coming in, making some serves today. Rogalski getting some playing time, as well as Kostrava. And it was great to see her come in and actually make an impact today. She had 3 kills, and just a great day to see some seniors get some playing time.
Yeah, all those kills were in the first set as well. So she made a big impact in a set where not only were they trying to find their momentum, but they only won by 2.
Hey, just a reminder that Hope College Mortarboard is conducting its annual homecoming book and donation drive at halftime of today's football game at 6 o'clock. It's a national literary nonprofit. First Book Mortarboard is working to provide new books for Great Lakes Elementary and the West Ottawa School District. The donation will allow Great Lakes Elementary School to purchase books from the First Book Marketplace at significantly discounted price. Just another one of the things that we've got going on here for homecoming.
There's a lot going on here. Holland, Michigan is a great place to be this weekend despite the weather, but if you looked all over the country, it kind of looked like it was raining everywhere. So it sounds like that we are ready to go with our on-court live interview with Coach Becky Schmidt after this game.
I am here with Coach Becky Schmidt and this little one. Coach, what was it that gave us the extra inch to win this game?
Oh, it was inches, right? I mean, St. Mary's did a great job. They played some really tough defense. I thought we, especially in sets 2 and 3, were able to find a much better offensive rhythm, especially with our middles. Our passing picked up, and that allowed us to be able to run our middles a little bit more. That, kind of made it a little bit easier for our pin hitters to be able to attack through seams in the block and that kind of thing. So. All in all, I thought our defense did great. I thought that our serve receive was much better as the match kind of went on and created more opportunities for us.
And you have had a long journey with your seniors. How has this win made it special for them?
Well, we talked before about not having regrets, and this team, this group of seniors, has played like that for 4 years, and I'm just so proud of the leadership, the experience that they play with, how steady they are, and I think that they did a great job in this match of just being able to leave it all on the court.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you. Congrats on that win. Back to you, Blaine and Eric.
And thank you very much for that, Taylor Jones, on the report there with Coach Becky Schmidt. And that'll do it here. 3-0 sweep for the Dutch volleyball squad over St. Mary's. For Eric Van Swol, I'm Blaine Wiersbicki. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time from DeVos Fieldhouse.
Thanks for joining us.